Ever ordered a coffee at a cafe? You walk in and say, "One cappuccino, please." You don't explain how to brew it, how much milk, what temperature, nothing. You give the input and boom, you get the output. That, my friend, is exactly how functions work in Python. They take input, do some processing behind the scenes, and give you the result, like a coffee machine. In this video, we're going to break down functions in Python in a fun, easy way and build a mini to-do list manager using everything we'll learn. Hey guys, we're going to see how to define a function. Here, the def is the define, which means we're going to define a function using this def keyword. So Python will recognize it is a function. Next up, here the Greek word. It is the function name. Let's move on to inside the function greet. Here we are printing hello world. Hello friend. How do we use this to print in our terminal? Let's run this. Here we get hello friend, but how Python print it? Because we are calling it here greet with the opening and a closing parenthesis, and it will call the function greet. So that's why it will run the code inside the greet function. Okay, let me add one more greet. Let's run this. Here we get hello friend for 2 times. So we are using a code multiple times, so that's called function. Imagine writing print hello world like 20 times in your program. Messy, right? Functions let us organize code, avoid repetition, and make things modular. It's like creating your own shortcuts. Here in this program, we're going to pass argument to the parameters in the function. Here in the function greet, we are using a name parameter called name. So why it is defining name here? Here in the greet calling function, we use Murali as a string, which means here in the name variable, it will store Murali as a value. So this is happening here. It will store the Murali string in the name as a parameter. Here you see the VS Code suggesting it is a parameter. Okay, inside the print function, by using the name to print here, it is a dynamic string. Okay, let's run this program to see what happened. Here we get hello Murali. We can pass multiple values to get multiple outputs. Here, use string. Let's run this. Here we get hello Murali, hello Lokesh, because I'm passing Lokesh as a string. So the Lokesh is stored in the name as a parameter and it will print here. So that's it. Here we are going to see what is return keyword in Python. Here in the function add, it gets 2 variables as parameter a and b, and it will return a plus b, which means it add the a and b and return the value. Why it is returning it? Once it will return the values, it gets stored in the same function call area. Here I am passing arguments 3 and 4. It gets passed to the function a as 3 and b as 4. And next up, it will go into the function. Here, it will add up the 3 and 4. 3 plus 4, here it get output as 7. And it will return it to the same function call area. Here, we called it here. So here we get 7. After that, the 7 is stored in the variable result. Then we are going to print the result as 7. Let's run this program and see the output. Here we get 7. So the return statement will return the value which is used in the parameters. So we can use multiple add function to get multiple values. Here let's run this. Here we get 12 because it will overwrite the result in the previous result and we get the output 12. So that's it, the return. Guys, let's see a simple example for default parameter values in function. Here in the greet function, we are using a parameter called name with a value stranger. So why we are defining this? If we call the function, it will automatically set the name as a stranger. We don't need to mention in the greet. It is optional, but we can set after. Here in the greet method, we are passing Murali and it will overreturn the name stranger. Inside the function, the print hello and the name, it will print stranger if we don't pass anything as an argument to the function greet. If we pass something as a string or any data types, it will get replaced by that value. Then we print that value. So this is the default values in function. Let's run this program. Here we get hello stranger because we only call the function, so it will use the name equal to stranger. Here we get Murali because we passed greet with the value Murali, so it will overwritten the name and print hello Murali. So that's it, default values in function. Hey guys, let's see how keyword arguments works in Python with this simple example. Here in the intro function, we have two parameters, name and age. Inside the function, we have a print method with the print my name is name and I am age years old. The name and age is come from the parameter in the function. Here we are going to use this function by calling it here intro of age equal to 21 and name equal to Murali. Here age equal to 21 is the keyword argument because we passing the value directly to the parameter. So we don't need to sequence the values, we can interchange the position. So then let's run this program. Here we get my name is Murali and I am 21 years old. Okay, let's replace the values. Here name equal to the same Murali and age equal to 21. Let's run this program. Here we get the same output because there is no need to sequence the arguments. So that's it, the keyword arguments in Python. Let's see variable length arguments. Here in the total function, we have only one parameter called numbers, and inside the function, we are printing the number as sum of the numbers. Here the sum function will add up all the numbers come from the numbers. Here we are going to call the function total by using 10, 20 and 30. But we only have one number variable. How do it get 10, 20 and 30 and it around 3 arguments? So this is the variable length arguments. It get how many arguments as it wants and it can print the sum of the numbers. Let's see what's the output. Here we get 60. Let's pass 40. Let's run this one more time. Here we get 100. So as much as we want, we can pass the arguments and it will store it an array of numbers. So we don't need to mention parameter for every arguments we passing in the function. Let's see variable length arguments with the keyword arguments. Here in the function details, we having only one parameter called info with the two asterisk symbols in front of it. Inside the function, we are printing the info. Here in the function call, we are passing multiple keyword arguments inside the detail function call. Let's run this program. Here we get name Murali, age 25 and gender male. Why? Because we getting a dictionary because it will store all the keyword arguments as a dictionary with the one parameter called info. Here you see the info is a dictionary. The VS Code suggesting the name dictionary. So that's it. It is a keyword arguments with the variable length arguments. We need to mention the double asterisk for variable length arguments of the keyword arguments. So that's it. Okay guys, let's see what is anonymous function in Python. Here in the function variable, we have a little function and it is called an anonymous function. Why it is called anonymous function? Because it has no name. It only has a keyword for lambda as lambda with the parameter. Here x is the parameter for this function. Inside this lambda function, we have an operation here x power of 2. It is an exponential function. Inside the print function, we are calling the function f of 5. Here, the 5 will be stored in the x as an argument and inside the function, the x is 5 now and here 5 power of 2 will give 25 as output. After returning here 25, we are going to print using the print method. Let's run this and see the output. Here we get 25. Let's see another example. Here we get 16 as output. So that's it for lambda function. We can use it whenever we want as a little function to return something quick without mentioning the name. That's it. Hey guys, after we learned much in this session, we are going to implement all the concept in this project. Here, it is a project called To-Do List Manager. Here we have three functions: add task, delete task, and show task. Here we understand with its name, add tasks are used to add tasks to the task and delete task is used to delete tasks in the task variable and show tasks is used to show the tasks inside the variable. Okay, let's run this program and see. Here we get learn Python added because we're adding add task learn Python. After that, watch movie added. It is a task added here, add task of watch movie and show task. We are calling the show task method. So we are seeing all the tasks we have added before. Next, delete task. We are going to delete some of the tasks which is watch movie. So the watch movie was deleted. Here we are going to see one more time show task. We are seeing the your task here. You can check this link in my GitHub page. I mentioned my GitHub page in the description. You will get the link for this project. That's it. Okay guys, that's it for today's video. In the next step, we are going to dive one of the most important topics in Python, data structures. On that video, I'm going to cover list, tuple, set, and dictionary. These are going to make your programs powerful and efficient, so don't miss that one. If this video helped you, drop a like, subscribe, and share it with your friend who learning Python too. I am Murali, and see you in the next one. Bye.